How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have the final battle with this Charizard team, so hopefully it does well. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, today we're battling against Lena from the Discord server. They're also called Rookie 1993. Go join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. Looking at the team, though, they've got a lot of threats. They've got a Venomoth, a Brute Bonnet, a Espeon, a Gastrodon, Quagsire, and a Mimikyu. So, pretty powerful stuff. I think Charizard might actually do some work here. I mean, they've got the Brute Bonnet and they've got the Quagsire and the Gastrodon. Tera Grass will tear that up every single day of the week. So I'm thinking about this and what they're going to lead with. They could lead with one of the two water ground ones to get the Stealth Rocks up, or they could lead with the Espeon to counteract our lead. I feel like Espeon's going to be the lead, so I'm thinking of leading with Donphan. No. Why would I do that? I'm thinking of leading with our Bisharp, to be honest with you. I think Bisharp will do well here. And the battle begins. So Lena over there is going to lead off with Ella, which is the Espeon, which is great for us because we led off with Bisharp. So Bisharp is in a great position here. We can just go straight for the Iron Head. Obviously, we can't Thunder Wave or anything like that, but we know that they can't really touch us unless they're Terra fighting randomly, but I don't think they will be. So I'm going to go straight for an Iron Head just to get some damage off. They go for a Reflect, so it's a dual screen set. That's pretty interesting. So dual screens Espeon, that's a throwback. Let's go for the Iron Head, see how much damage we're talking. Not a lot of damage, but you know what? It's damage at the end of the day. Let's go for it again as they go for a Yawn, which is an interesting one. So Yawn comes through. It's going to make our Bisharp drowsy AF. We go for the Iron Head. That's going to do some decent chunk of damage again. I'm thinking we just go straight for the Iron Head once again, but at the same time, I'm like, do I want to preserve this for later? I don't know. I really don't know. So let's go ahead and go into our Magnetix. I think Magnetix is a great one. They don't have any ground immunities, so we can just go straight for an Earth Power and hopefully get some damage off. If they go for a Yawn again, then so be it. We'll see what they're going to do. So they go for a Light Screen. Absolutely fine. A Light Screen's absolutely fine there. Earth Power should still do a decent chunk of damage, so I'm going to go straight for the Earth Power here. They probably switch into one of the water ground ones, but no, they don't. They stay in with the Espeon, taking the Earth Power like a champ, and then they're going to go for another Yawn, so that's absolutely fine. They really want something to be put to sleep, don't they? Well, Magnetix is doing the least amount of damage against their team, looking at the team, so I'm going to go for another Earth Power and let it go to sleep, pretty much. There we go for another Earth Power just to get the damage off on the Espeon. Nearly gets the KO, which is nice. They go for a Psychic. That's absolutely going to damage us a bit. Nice bit of damage as we'll get put to sleep. So, unfortunately, Magnetix is asleep, but something had to be put to sleep because we knew they were just going to do the Yawn shenanigan again. So, they probably switch out here. I would say they go out in something to try and set up. So, I'm going to go into my Bisharp just in case they go for the Psychic again. And also just because we can Thunder Wave something that wants to sell, like the Venomoth, for example. There we go, going to withdraw Sandy Shocks. They didn't. I don't think they're going to withdraw here. I think they're going to go straight for a Psychic. So we're going to go into Checkmate real quick. There we go. Get Checkmate in there as they do withdraw. What are they going to go into there? That's the real question. What are they going to go into? The Quagsire? Absolutely fine. We can handle Quagsire. So they probably go for a Stealth Rocks here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Charizard because even if they're going for the Stealth Rocks, you know, it's still going to hit hard. So we'll go into Charizard real quick and we'll get the Tera Grass off because I feel like that's going to be important in this game, getting the Tera Grass off. So Charizard comes in, they go for the Stealth Rocks, absolutely fine. Fine and dandy. As I believe, if this thing's easily defensive, Tera Grass should KO even through Light Screen, right? I feel like it should, so let's try it. They're going to withdraw the Quagsire. Are they going to go Gastrodon to take in Hurricane Bear? I feel like they go Gastrodon Hunchback. What's that? That's the Gastrodon. Okay, cool. So the Gastrodon comes in. We're going to Terrestrialize into a Grass type and smack this thing in the face with a Tera Blast. Hopefully it does a lot of damage. If it doesn't do a lot of damage, then, you know, so be it. If it does, well, what can I say? What can I say? It's either going to do a lot of damage or no damage. Let's be real. So with the Light Screen up and everything like that. So we'll go for a Tera Blast real quick. Should be able to catch the Gastrodon off guard here. Hopefully it does a lot of damage. Hopefully it's a 2-hit KO. It is a 2-hit KO, which is amazing. They probably switch out here. They probably switch into the likes of the Brute Bonnet or the Venomoth, maybe. So I'm going to go for a Hurricane just to get some damage off. They're actually going to Terrestrialize themselves What type are they going to become, though? What type are they going to become? If they become a different type, it's going to be a flying type to resist the grass. Makes sense to me. That means we did a good job going for the Hurricane right there. Hopefully we can hit it. We do hit the Hurricane. That's going to be doing some decent damage. Not quite enough to get the KO as they go for a recover. But the light screen should wear off this turn, I believe. Or is it the next turn after that? I can't remember now. We'll see in a second anyway. We'll definitely see in a second. So, looking at this situation, I'm thinking Fire Blast is a better option here because it's got more accuracy than Hurricane. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Fire Blast comes through. Should do a decent chunk of damage. Nice little bit of chip damage right there. They go for a Stockpile. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Stockpile is not good. Stockpile is not good. Not good at all. The light screen should wear off this turn though. Hopefully. If it doesn't, then we're kind of screwed. Because this thing's going to stockpile all over those. There we go. The light screen wore off. So that's great. So what we can do now is we can go straight for a Fire Blast. And hopefully we can hit it. And then we get some damage off. Much better damage. Much better damage. And we got the burn, which is amazing. They probably go for a recover here, though. As they do go for the recover. That's just amazing. Oh, dear. So this is not a good situation for us to be in at all. Not a good situation for us to be in at all. So what we're going to have to do here is... We're going to have to go into the... what do we have to hit flying types? We've got the Wild Charge on the Bull. We've got the Ice Shard on the Donphan. We've got the Sleeping Magnetix, which is unfortunate. See, Magnetix would be great here. But we opted to put it to sleep, didn't we? So I'm thinking... We go straight for another Fire Blast here. Fire Blast comes through. Can we get a crit? That'd be nice. No crits here, but, you know, it's fine. They go for an Ice Beam. That's going to hurt. Does a lot of damage to us, as it is super effective thanks to us being a grass type. I don't know how we're going to beat this Gastrodon, like. They definitely go for a recover here, right? They definitely go for a recover here. So, do we go for a Fire Blast? Expecting that? Will Fire Blast KO from here? I don't think it does. Screw it, let's try it. Fire Blast comes through once again. Is it going to get the KO? Nearly does it as they go for the Ice Beam. Which is going to KO Charizard, unfortunately. But he did a good job. He weakened them to the point where we can finish it off with something else now. So Charizard does go down, unfortunately. But now we can revenge kill this thing with something else. And what I'm going to opt to do is go into the Mimikyu to do that. Because Mimikyu has the edge. It has the edge over their team, to be honest with you. So we either get the burn, which is going to leave him down at 1 HP after the leftovers, which is great. We can go into Donphan if we really want to and finish the thing off with a Rapid Spin. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Donphan's definitely the best option here because we can get rid of those Stealth Rocks. We can also KO the Espeon if they switch that into Stealth Rocks. There we go for a Rapid Spin to get the KO on the Gastrodon. That's also going to get rid of the Stealth Rocks on our side of the field, which is great. Hunchback's going to faint. Down it goes, down it goes, down it goes as we get rid of the Stealth Rocks on our side of the field, which is great for us. And we get a speed boost as well to boot. In comes Ella again, the Espeon. Absolutely fine by me. I could just go straight for the Ice Shard and get the KO on this. They might not realize we have Ice Shard, which makes sense if they don't, as we're able to get the KO on the Espeon, which is great. So clearly they don't face many Donphans if they didn't know it had Ice Shard. That's all I got to say to that. In comes Old Slime, the Quagsire, I'm guessing. It's the Moth. Okay. What we're going to do is get the Stealth Rocks up. I think Stealth Rocks are going to be great. No. We go for an Earthquake here on the Venomoth. They go for a Quiver Dance C. So you got to go for the offensive because they're definitely going to set up on us right here. And we don't want that happening. So go for an Earthquake here is going to be ideal. As there we go. It should do a lot of damage to the Venomoth because they're quite physically frail. There we go. Nicely done. We go for an Ice Shard now. Ice Shard comes through. Leaves it open to Mimikyu to KO afterwards, which is great. So Bug Buzz is going to... Wow! We live that! Alright, let's take that. I'll take that every day of the week. They're going to withdraw Old Slime for later. Makes sense. What are they going to go into? Quagsire? Quagsire comes in. Well, guess what, matey? Since you've brought Quagsire in, I may as well throw some Stealth Rocks on your side of the field. So we're going to crit with the Ice Shard, which is amazing. Doesn't really matter because it didn't do too much damage, and the leftovers is going to recover most of that anyway. So what we can do now is we can go for the Stealth Rocks. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Stealth Rocks comes through. Nicely done, nicely done. And then let's see what kind of move this Quagsire is going to go for. He goes for an Earthquake to get the KO. Makes sense, because even if they went for the Stealth Rocks, I would just Rapid Spin them the next turn. So it makes a lot of sense, that does. So Donphan going down is unfortunate, but what can you do? The Venomoth is down for the count, though, because of the Stealth Rocks, which is great. Unless they're Heavy Duty Boots, which I don't think they will be. Unless they are. Unless they are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the Bull. And I'm just going to start firing off some close combats real quick. This thing's probably unaware. So I could go for Wave Crash instead and not get the defense drop, and then also hit the Mimikyu if we switch in. But what if they're not unaware? What if they're not unaware? That's the thing. I guess we go for a close combat then. That's the safest option. So close combat's going to come through. It should do a lot of damage to them. It does 2-hit KO them, which is amazing. Defenses are going to drop, but that's absolutely fine. As they go for a Toxic, which is absolutely fine as well. This next turn, I'm going to anticipate them switching into the Mimikyu, and I'm going to go into my Bisharp or my Mimikyu. I can't remember which one I want to go into. Probably my own Mimikyu, to be honest with you. Mimikyu's going to be a good one, so yeah. After Leftovers, though, they might live. They might live a close combat after Leftovers, so do I really want them to do that? That's the real question. Do I really want them to do that? Let's go for another close combat. Screw it. They're going to withdraw Quagsire. Are they going to go Mimikyu or Brute Bonnet or Venomoth or what? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Fire? That's got to be the Mimikyu, right? It is the Mimikyu. Okay, so cool. Mimikyu comes in. It's going to get some Stealth Rock damage and all that wonderful stuff. We get a close combat off. Not really. As now, I'm wondering whether they'd have Drain Punch on this thing or not. So what I can do is I can go into my Mimikyu. No. I go into my Mimikyu. Go into Mimikyu of my own. We go for Shadow Sneak to break the disguise, and then we bring in the Bull and we go for a nice and powerful Wave Crash. So that's the only thing I can see Mimikyu being useful for, is taking on their own Mimikyu. So we'll just have to try it. We'll go into Incognito real quick. There we go. They go for a Swords Dance. Absolutely fine. We've still got our disguise in check, so we're absolutely fine there. It now comes down to a Speed Tie on the Shadow Sneak, so we're going to go for the Shadow Sneak real quick, and hopefully we can win the Speed Tie. Shadow Sneak comes through. We do win the Speed Tie, unless, of course, they're adamant. That's going to break their disguise, no problems there. Down it goes. As they go for, what are they going to go for? Unless they didn't go for a Shadow Sneak, they might not have. They go for a Shadow Claw. Breaks our substitute, which is amazing. Down we go. It's now down to 2 Mimikyus fighting it out. So let's go for a Shadow Sneak real quick, and we'll see what they're going to do. If they went for Shadow Sneak, we won the Speed Tie, which is amazing. That's going to take out their Mimikyu, no problems there. No critical hits needed. Mimikyu's just that strong. Can take out Mimikyus like a nothing. In comes the Quagsire. So Quagsire coming in's fine. They're probably going to go for a recover real quick, which makes sense. So I'm going to go into the... What do I go into here? Or do I set up Swords Dancers? Because I still don't know what set they are. They're probably unaware, right? Because if they had Storm Drain on Gastrodon, there's no point in them being on Water Absorb on Quagsire, right? Let's go for a Play Rough and see how much damage we're talking here. Decent damage, to be fair. As they actually go for... What move do they go for? They go for an Earthquake. Fair enough. Earthquake is going to do some decent damage. But unfortunately for them, we're going to be able to get the KO with the Quagsire on the next turn. So that's absolutely fine. Mimikyu putting in the work right now. Let's get... Every single member of this team's putting work, this team. The end of this session of battles, we've had a lot of good ones with the with all the members of the team, to be honest with you. Play Rough comes through again. That's going to KO the Quagsire. They should have really recovered there, but hey ho, here we are. They might have thought the Earthquake would have KO'd us, to be fair. As Mimikyu is going to go down to the Life Orb damage. So I guess in a sense, Quagsire did KO us. So that's absolutely fine. We've got Magneto asleep. We've got the Bisharp, and we've got the Tauros. I think I'm going to go Tauros, sorry, because Tauros outspeeds the Venomoth and outspeeds the Brute Bonnet, and it could just slam a close combat in the face. We're going to the Bull. The Bull comes in, looking amazing. They're going to go into Brute Bonnet. Absolutely amazing for them. We get the Intimidate off, which is great. They're going to get some Stealth Rock damage as well. Their only chance really is if they can live a close combat. So I'm going to go for it and see how that works out for them. Close combat comes through. Down it goes. So Brute Bonnet goes down, which is unfortunate for them. As now all they have left is the Venomoth. So it's all going to come down to whether Venomoth has the heavy duty boots or not. And when I say it's all going to come down to it, doesn't really matter whether they've got the heavy duty boots, because A, we've got Bisharp in the back with Sucker Punch, and B, we've got the Bull who outspeeds Venomoth naturally. So it's like, yeah. So anyway, in comes old Slime. It's heavy duty boots, that's for sure. Let's go for a close combat and take this thing out. And down it goes. So Venomoth goes down, and that is going to be the game. So GG Rookie, that was a pretty awesome game. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.